Well, I am Angela Szymanski. I am co-owner of Manski Media, and my role has shifted a lot over the years, but right now I'm kind of in the middle of creative director, editor.
And I'm Thomas Schmansky, the owner, along with my wife, obviously. My role is also constantly evolving. We're going from being in charge of strategy, planning, high level stuff, trying to make sure that the direction of the company is done, dialed the way we want and need it to be.
So I had been dabbling in graphic design here and there while I was teaching, just because I love it. I'm a creative at heart. So I had been attending free webinars, just trying to do anything I could to kind of hone in some skills. And then I also really love writing. And so Tommy was like, hey, there are tons of businesses who could use your graphic design and writing skills for their business. And why don't you just, create a business where you help businesses write as a ghostwriter and do their social media posts. And so I was like, oh, well, that kind of sounds fun, doing what I love every single day.
Well, it also came a little bit in line with that, where you had started doing some stuff and then ended up basically having someone ask you, I think it was
it was
Leanne, or someone
Yeah.
asked you to help with some content, and
Oh, that's right. Yes.
and then I remember specifically you going, if I could just do this all day, I would be stoked.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some friends along the way who were like, hey, if you could create your dream job right now, what would it be? You get to start from scratch. So what would you do? And I was like, man, I would just love to create graphics and write every day. And Tom was like, then do it.
Yeah.
So that was the very start for me.
It started originally with really wanting to focus on helping underserved population or demographic of business owners, and being able to really help a small business owner who's just trying to get going. They don't have a big budget. They don't have a ton of money to invest into marketing or into growing their business, as well as it's something that they don't have time, energy, or desire to do. And so I think if the idea was coming up with a way to service a need that they had, which we found was originally organic social media, and just focus on that as like, we can take care of that because you hate doing it. You're not going to do it very often. If you do, you're not very good at it. You don't have
hate
time.
social media. That was a huge one that we heard all the time is, social media. I hate social media. We're like, perfect. That's perfect. We actually know how to work with social media. At that time, I really loved it and wanted to dig my hands into it. So I got excited when people were like, I can't stand social media.
Yeah. And so I think that was part of it is that's what people needed. But we found that we can help them. And the why was really like, we want to make an impact on these businesses and do something that will help grow their business, help them be more successful. As well as for us, our personal why, I think, is we wanted to build something that we own, something that, for me personally, I really want that, I want to get to a spot where we've built a strong company that will last, that will take care of not only our family, but our employees and their families, and really grow something that makes an impact in the area.
Yeah, for me, it was relational. It was, I want to invest in people, whether that's, someone who's 7 years old or someone who's 70 years old. I just really want to invest in their story and help them grow and become more successful, not only as a business owner, but, as a person. So that part was really kind of a more inspiring part of Manski Media for me, was getting to know our clients really well, getting to know our employees well, and making a difference in their lives.
All the core values. So we have 7. We just revamped them, and I think I've got them. So perfect. First one is integrity, which to us, integrity is doing what's right by our clients, our employees, the team, and putting what is best for the customer, the company, before our own personal selfish ambitions. Like for the customer and the company first, then while we want to, have the things that we want or enjoy or like, doesn't mean that that's necessarily what's best for the company or best for the company.
Yeah, or what's right by them. Yeah.
So that's the first one. I'll let you do the next one. You got the next one?
Is it accountability?
I think so.
So accountability is really just taking ownership. So ownership of your mistakes, owning your part, and making things right. Doing it without excuses.
What's the next one?
We have efficiency.
Efficiency, yes. I'm a big efficiency guy. Not out of the work faster, work harder. It's work smarter. I'm really big on finding the most logical way to do things. And if there's a shortcut that doesn't impact quality, why would you not do that thing that saves 2 hours by just doing this step instead of these other steps? So, with efficiency, it's also important for us because of the fact that to keep our prices affordable and make it where more businesses can actually work with us, we have to work smart and efficient. Because if we spend as much time on projects as, the white glove boutique kind of agencies do on a normal video or social content, the price is 2, 3, 4 times our cost, which most people can't afford, and it doesn't have a tangible, practical impact. So if we can work smart and efficient and still produce high quality, everyone benefits.
We also have work hard at work. So we want our employees to, it's kind of a different way to say a work-life balance. So we want them to, while they're at work, enjoy their work hard at it, and when it's time to go home, unplug, refresh, come back to work, ready to work hard again. So that's something that,
in this day and age is a tricky one because we are an in-office company. I know it's something that a lot of other agencies or companies out there have done remote or hybrids. And we're seeing just across the boards, more and more businesses are pivoting back to an in-office because of the relational side of it. And I think that's something that segues into one of our other values, which is relationships, but relationships are hard to do remote.
Yeah.
And so,
especially when you have collaboration as something that's part of your industry. So everything we do is it functions as one body. So if one body part is missing, it's really hard to, work as a team if one team member is missing. And so we really do prioritize working hard while you're at work.
Authenticity, segueing into that, for us, authenticity is all about doing things the Manski media way. We're not going to mimic other agencies, companies. We're not trying to do it because that's the norm. No, we're going to do things the way we do them, which segues back into or leads back into the efficiencies, the integrity, and all the other stuff, the work hard at work, because of the fact that we do want to make sure that we're doing it our way. And it's not always the way everybody does it, but that's okay. We got to be us.
Yeah, and we have to have such a strong understanding of who we are and who we're not, and what we're doing and what we're not, because clients will be able to read through that really quickly. If we're not authentically ourselves, it's going to impact their, what we're doing for them and how they are able to trust us. It all goes back to relationship, honestly.
Yep.
So I'll talk about relationship while we're on it. Relationship is just getting to know not only our clients, but each other really well. If we invest in getting to know one another, then we are going to be more united. We are going to have trust with one another, and that will really shine when we bring on new clients. And then we'll do the same for them. We'll get to know them super well and build a relationship with them. And help them feel welcome and like, oh my gosh, this team is a really well-oiled machine. They all are on the same mission, going forward the same way, and sharing those same values. It's really important for us.
Yeah. And I got the last one.
Okay.
And I don't know why I had a hard time remembering it. It's the one that's been like the focus for me lately, which is clear communication, which is asking questions, checking for understanding, and confirming details. Because what I've found is it's really easy to assume that you know what someone wants, what they like, what they need, a direction they're trying to go. And we can get into something, and if we don't stop and go, hold on, let me make sure. When you say this, you mean this, right? And get that yes. If we can get that yes, then we know we're on the same page. And if nothing else, we can say, well, you said yes. So if you're now saying no, something was missed here. But being able to have clear communication is vital. And so that's been a big point of emphasis for us lately.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just company. That is, you can take clear communication skills anywhere you go. So my focus is always, let's do things that, yes, are beneficial for our company and beneficial for our clients and beneficial for our employees, but also life lessons that you can carry with you, because at the end, I'm a teacher. So I want to make a difference and an impact in more ways than just creating a fun workspace for people. I really want to enhance their life, their personal lives.
Yeah, working with a lot of different businesses has really helped both us shape how we're doing things and how we run our business, but in turn, it's really also helped us be able to kind of be a resource, be someone who's able to coach and advise and provide recommendations and experience. And so, like, there's tons of lessons we've learned the hard way, and tons of, I'm trying to remember the author, but the book, The Road Less Stupid, and paying stupid tax, as he likes to say a lot, is something that I've really, I've paid a lot of stupid tax over the years. So we have just like, oh, that was a bad choice, or oh, nope, that's not the right way to do that. And it's cost us time, energy, effort, money, all those things.
It's kind of like being a child again. You need those parents to teach you lessons. So we've had, business owner parents, I would say, that have given us nuggets and wisdom along the way that we can take along with us. And some we had to learn on our own and pay the price of that. But some we've been able to avoid. Some mistakes we've been able to avoid because we have had people speaking into our lives. And I think we're at a point in our company where we can kind of bring those newer business owners along and be like, when you're doing this, make sure you've got this X, Y, and Z covered so that you don't make the same mistakes that we did. And that's a really cool way to give back to the community.
First bit of advice is surround yourself with people who are better and smarter than you.
Yeah.
And have been there, done that. Having that experience, having someone who's, even if it's in a different industry, but there's someone that you can look at and say, these people are doing things the way I want to do it and are modeling for you. So basically, like, having a role model, having not even necessarily a coach. Not that a coach is bad or that I'm anti-coaches. I think it's more like someone that you trust and you can say, you've been there, done that, have the experience. I can go to you and ask you questions and make sure that I'm learning ahead of time.
Yeah, I think it's staying hungry to learn too, and really staying humble, because the more pride that you have to get over, the longer it's going to take you to learn lessons. So I think a big lesson I have learned is to not take mistakes I've made personally, to really learn and grow from them, instead of, because I'm a creative, so let's say I made a graphic that I made a mistake on and the client catches it, and then I'm like, oh, they just didn't like my work. I think that was probably the biggest hurdle I had to get over at first was not taking critiques as personal attacks on my artwork. And I think that's really hard for creatives, especially. But, in business in general, it's just learning from your mistakes. And the sooner that you can be humble and own it and learn from it and fix it and make it right, the shorter that lesson is going to be.
Well, I think the other thing is being willing to delegate, and learn how to delegate, what to delegate, when to delegate it is tricky. But if you're a contractor and you're great at building custom homes, then you're probably not somebody who's going to be great at designing a website or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, delegate at the right time. Our long-term goal is really to make an impact on the community. Part of that just is getting the business to a size and a spot where, like for me personally, I'm able to step off of in-office work all the time and lean heavier into philanthropy, helping out with different boards, being a resource for small business owners and startups and those kind of situations, because I think we can make a pretty big impact with helping people who are new, haven't learned everything yet. So
Yeah. The other thing we've talked about is bringing our team alongside and doing service days where we go into the community and we help out that way, whether that's helping in a soup kitchen or bringing toys to kids who don't have toys at Christmas time, whatever that might be. But we do have big plans for the future. We just need to get our business to the spot where we can both invest more of our time and have more capacity in that way.
yeah, and it's just going to be a matter of getting it to where we can. We have the time, we have the money, we have the resources, we have the connections, and the more we grow, the more we're going to be investing back into the community. So
Yeah, and I also I get to teach middle school part-time, and so I've brought what I've learned at our company, and at a very basic foundational level, I am now teaching little kids. They're not little, they're middle schoolers, but teaching those kids how to expand their skill sets. So in the future, they will be more a higher candidate for hiring. So it's just one way I'm doing my part, little bits at a time.
it was actually nice. I took time about a year ago to go in and just sit down, plan out, put together, here's my vision, because that's my job, is to come up with where are we going, what's the big picture, how do we want to grow, scale this. And so my vision for where we're going is going to be not like a mega company. We're not going to be 500 employees, but really in the next couple of years, I want to be sitting at a 20 to 50 employee kind of a company, really solid, not just here locally. Like I want to be, a staple in the local community, but also work on trying to get out of the area more, start branching out to other markets, other regions, and be able to have an impact there as well. But, the other part for the vision for the future is who knows what it all is going to be happening with our industry. It's changing rapidly. And so the other component there is staying up to date on here is what's new in our industry, what's changing, where is it going, and being able to pivot and adapt. So.
Yeah, it's part of what makes our industry so fun is learning those new skills and those new softwares and keeping up on that, but then adopting what is going to be a right fit for our company and for our local areas or whatever areas that we're branching out into, because you get too far outside of our area and things change. The demographics change and the goals and objectives for those clients will change. And so it's really just trying to right fit for our customers and put their needs.
All right. My favorite project is Torn. So they're both video based. I think I really enjoyed our commercial. That was a toilet commercial. And the irony of it, and this may be TMI for a couple of people, but the whole concept was I was gone hunting. And when you're hunting, you're out in the woods, you take care of business out in the woods. Well, there was one day I'm sitting there on my phone while I'm hunting on top of a canyon, taking care of emails, taking care of business, all at once. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. As a business owner, I'm out here doing this while I'm hunting. It was just the irony. And I'm like, that is every business owner, is you are taking care of business all the time. So we did a whole video that was recorded with someone sitting on a toilet taking care of business. And it's funny. It's a little off-putting to some people, but it was just...
But it was us, and I think that's what made it so fun, is that we got to capture our own personalities and got to bring some people in on it, and they had a great time. We brought in an actress, and she had a blast with it. I just think it was our first big project that we were like, this is so much fun. We love what we get to do.
Yeah.
Personalities.
Yes.
How we're different and how it goes along really well. I would say, honestly, I mean, we're both pretty patient, but our patience is different. We're both also very stubborn, but our stubbornness is different. I'm okay to say I'm wrong. You're always
No,
right.
I will say if I'm wrong, but I just choose not to be wrong. So.
And I don't mind being wrong, so here we are. Gosh, I don't know. I don't like talking about myself.
I think as far as our personalities, how they mesh, it's important because I'm very driven, very like, I'm going to accomplish this, or here's the goal, here's where we're going. I'm very big picture, and you're a naturally supportive person.
Yeah, I do like to play the support role. And so, especially with a visionary, they have lots of ideas. Tommy's always got ideas coming out his mouth. He's also a verbal processor, and I really love to listen. So having the ability to let him process fully and me listen fully and come together and make a decision, for me, it's all about how is this going to impact our employees personally. Like, what might their responses be to this? And that's where relationship comes into play, because if I know the employees really well, then we together can find a solution that's best for them, or for a client even. It's getting to know our clients super well will help us make decisions that are best for them. Me, because I'm asking more relational questions about their personality and about what might be pet peeves for them versus what might bring life to them. And so we work really well in that way, coming to a solution that's going to benefit everybody.
Yeah, and you help me keep kind of perspective on when I have ideas. Is this going to be great? Is this not? Is it going to help? Is it not? Can kind of go from there. So.
Yeah, and Tommy's problem-solving abilities help me when I reach a state of overwhelm. Just being able to be that calm, steady voice that says, hey, okay, well, let's take this apart. What is the worst thing that can happen? What are the benefits of X, Y, Z? He's really just a calm, dependable, steady force in my life. And so that's been great.
We just want to thank everybody who ends up watching this. We kind of decided that, hey, it would be a good idea to start talking more business. And we have a lot of connections to other business owners. So if we are putting out some new videos, if you're a business owner, you're interested in sitting down, having a conversation, talk about what you do, how it impacts the local community, let's set up a time. But keep your eye out. There'll be some more of these rolling out in the near future. Thanks.
Rolling out. Did you get that?
Ah.